Hey everybody, wanted to start just sharing my quiet times on here more consistently, and my goal is to do this very consistently every day if I can, just because I want to get into the habit of sharing what God is sharing with me. And so this morning, my quiet time was in Mark chapter 8, and what Mark writes is Jesus is kind of finishing this dissertation. And he says, he called all of his disciples to him, and he says, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever would save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake and for the gospel's will save it. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul? For what can a man give in return for his soul? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him will the Son of Man also be ashamed when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. What I think Jesus is getting at is really a matter of priority. What are our priorities? Are we out here to gain a whole lot for ourselves? One of my favorite quotes is by Walt Hendrickson. He says, are we here to get all we can all we get, and poison the rest? And that's very much a common and easy trap to fall into. What Jesus is saying is, even if you do accomplish that, you still lose everything at the end anyway. So what does it benefit you to gain everything you can in this life when you're just going to lose it all on the other side of the grave? And I love how he gives two things kind of in an interesting way, but he says, whoever's ashamed of me and my words in this generation, the Son of Man will also be ashamed of. In doing that, he actually tells us the two things that we need to be committed to. We need to be committed to him, and we need to be committed to his words. So my question for everybody is, how are we doing in that area of our life? Are we doing what we can to spend time with Jesus and to understand who he is and what he cares about and where his heart lies, by spending time not just in the word but in the gospel specifically? Or are we allowing our time with Jesus to be just a checkbox, or maybe just a church attendance, and allowing that to dictate how we live? Because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily know how confident, if that's the case, we can actually say that we're not ashamed of him and his words, if they're just an item on our to-do list as opposed to a commitment that we make to him every single day. So, food for thought. That was my quiet time today. Have a good one, guys.